How are we doing, my fellow lesbian, gay, and bisexual people? Notice how I didn't say trans, queer, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, because it doesn't exist. This whole last 2 years has been the most extreme, the most disgusting, the most abhorrent situations I have seen in my entire 35 years of living. I did not know when it became okay to literally cut the breast off of young, healthy females and cut the, your purple-headed yoga slinger. Thank you, Roma Army, for that. Love that word. To literally cut it off. I just want to say a message to all the young kids out there who are questioning or seeing everything on TikTok and thinking that you're trans. You're not. You're not trans. There, that's not to say that trans people don't exist. They do, but it's a very finite amount of people who are trans when it comes to actually having real gender dysphoria. A lot of these kids are just growing up confused and they want to be in a clique and they want to feel welcome. And so the left has weaponized these people's emotions and feelings into actually demolishing a whole generation of people. And it's disgusting. I don't stand with the trans community. I don't stand with the non-binary and the whole fucking two-spirit and all this other bullshit. Like, what kind of shit is that? It doesn't make fucking sense. The majority of these kids are regretting it, or were literally just feminine men, and say it with me now, more masculine women. Which, when I was growing up, there was a term for that. I'm pretty sure they were called tomboys, and just feminine kids. And they're being told that they're transsexual, but in reality, they're just uncomfortable with who they are. And instead of going to psychology, instead of going to see a therapist, instead of actually taking the time out to talk to these kids and realize what's going on with them, they would rather push medication, push surgery, and literally just ruining these children's lives. You're not going to be able to have kids. If you're a female wanting to be a male, you're not going to be able to have children. All these cross-sex hormones that are illegal. You're literally giving Lupron to children, which are given to castrate sexual offenders in jail. And the whole lie that this is reversible, it's not. You can't just pause puberty and then all of a sudden pick back up where you left off. It doesn't matter. The suicide rate among trans individuals, including trans teens, increase. Let me repeat. They increase well after the transitional surgery. So tell me, how does that work? All these specialists are using, well, would you rather have a dead kid or a daughter? Or would you rather have a dead kid or a son? That's gaslighting right there. They are gaslighting you into affirming children that can't even wipe their own ass. You can't vote until you're 18. You can't drink till you're 21. You can't smoke until you're 21. You can't fight for your country until you're 18. But if you're 6 or 8 years old, guess what? You have the mental capacity to cut off your own genitals. And this is a very unpopular opinion, and I think it needs to be said more. We need to save our children. This whole gay agenda needs to stop. Coming as a gay man, I think this is complete bullshit. You're ruining a generation of feminine gay men and masculine women, lesbian women, for the sake of what? For what? Oh, wait, hold on. It's all about the money. All about the money. This whole call me Z, Zem, Zimzer, Ghost, Bun, B, bullshit, crybaby, self stuff. It's fucking bullshit. All it is attention-seeking children that have always given a trophy for participating, and now that I just don't get it. I don't get it. It just baffles my mind that these very few people are the ones that are controlling the outcome of language. You can go to jail for not saying the right pronouns. Literal children identifying as animals that are having litter boxes put into the bathrooms. They're meowing and barking, but that's cool, right? That's totally cool. That's the best way to get these kids to learn. It's, I, I don't want to sound so negative, but I honestly think we lost a generation of kids. We lost a whole generation to indoctrination. And we're going to find out in 2 years if that's the case. In 2024, when we have our presidential election, we're going to find out if society is too far gone to even come back from where we were. This has been weighing on my mind heavily, and I've been wanting to talk about it for a while, but I really didn't see my need to put my voice in there because, one, I'm not trans, so who gives a shit? But I may not be trans, but when it comes to my tax paying money, the jobs I work and the taxes that are being taken out of my check to pay for this gender affirming care is complete bullshit. We have the weakest military ever in our country. We have the most sissified children in the world. And forgive me, but the millennials are ruining this world. They are so entitled, so lazy. They expect to live off government daddy and no repercussions for any of their actions. It's don't mind the background noise. I'm watching Terrifier 2. Great movie, by the way, off subject. Fucking a phenomenal movie. But it's just, I think it's time we take the LGB back and tell the T and Q to kick rocks. What I see happening right now is what I was afraid was going to happen. I worked my ass off when I first came out back in 1999, 2000-ish, before it was hip to be queer or gay. I fought for my right to be who I am, and it feels like everything that I fought for, it's just complete. It was worthless. It was no point for me to do it because we were warned that this was a slippery slope, and then people were like, oh, these fucking right-wing conservatives who are just fear-mongering in the slippery slope. What I'm afraid of, well, it's actually happening, is incestual people who want to fuck their own brothers and sisters are aligning themselves with the LGB community. They're literal pedophiles trying to hide themselves within the LGB community. There are so many things that people are hiding in the guise of just being under the rainbow community, and it's destroying everything that we have. Every fucking thing that we have. I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to end it right here. One, men cannot be women. Women cannot be men. If you are born with a penis, you are a man, no matter how many surgeries you get. If you are born with, a Barbie pocket or titties and you cut them off, you're still a fucking woman. When you're buried and they dig up your bones, they're not going to look at your pronoun tags. They're going to look at your bone structure and go from there. Yep, this is a man. This is a woman. Point blank, period. The party that screams about follow the science, listen to the scientist, follow the specialist, are the same exact people that will deny science and deny facts only to fit their narrative. And it's bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I'm tired of all these groomers and pedophiles coming into my community and hiding behind it just for their sick agenda. I'm tired of the drag queen story hours. I'm tired of our taxes having to pay for these affirming surgeries. I'm tired of all the schools pushing this woke indoctrination on the children. I'm tired of having to worry about what I say, if it's going to get me in trouble or if I'm going to lose my job. I'm just tired of it. So, when are we going to take back our community and kick these fucking assholes to the curb? They don't need to be part of our community at all. And another thing, when it comes to the men playing in women's sports, let's keep it 100. The only reason why these men are competing against women is because they could not beat their own counterparts. They were too weak, too slow, or too butthurt to even want to train, be better, be the best that they can be. No, oh, I lost, screw it. Let me just go tuck my dick, put on a wig, and say I'm a woman, and then dominate women's sports, take away all their scholarships, all their grants. For what? This is the complete erasure of women, and I am not here for it. And I am here to take our community back the right way. I am here to be able to tell you guys that it is okay to not be okay with all this bullshit that's going around. We need to protect the women, biological women, the ones that can give birth, the ones who could breastfeed, the one with the XX chromosome, science. Are we still listening to that or no? Just wondering. So, when are we going to go back to the days where men are men and women are women? I'm not saying you can't have your own identity and you can't, be fluid in your gender, but gender is not sexuality. Okay? You're either a man or you're a woman. You could like who you like, but when you start to dictate and tell me what I can and cannot say, if you start telling me because I won't suck the dick of a tranny that I'm a bigot, that ain't happening. Sorry. Calling yourself a woman and just putting on some makeup and a wig doesn't make you a woman. Sorry. You guys have literally brought back the gay community to the dark ages, bringing us back to the point where people hate us again. And I'm tired of it. Y'all are the reason why people are starting to hate us again. Y'all are the reason why our approval rating amongst support for the LGBT community. See, here we go again. You folks are the reason why the LGB community is no longer accepted. So, I hope you're happy with what you did. It's your fault. So, from here on out, I'm going to make it my mission. My mission in life is to make sure that all you pedophile creeps and all you undercover drag queen story hour readers who are low-key pedophiles are brought to the light. We're taking our community back. The gays are tired of your groomers. Hashtag gays against groomers. Love you guys, love everything you do. But enough is enough. So now, you're always saying how a straight person or a white person can't speak on this. Well, guess what? Here's your homosexual Hispanic man speaking on it. So come and get me. What you got, bitch?